Hello! Hi everyone. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. My name is Nikki and you've joined me here on Nikki Noodle Stitching. Today is Sunday the 14th of August. Where's the month going? And it's been a while. I'm sorry it's been so long. Just life. There's been a lot going on. I suppose I'll talk about that through the video as things come up. Everything's good. I'm all good. The family's all good. Been doing a bit of stitching, not a ton, but yeah, it's going good. I've got lots to show you today. I've got one FFO, a fully finished object, a couple of finished objects, lots of whips that I've been chipping away at, and quite a bit of haul because earlier in June, that's how long it's been since I filmed a video. Last I did it was sort of early June, mid to early June. After I filmed my last video, I travelled to Tasmania to attend the A Stitch in Time retreat. The Dark Mojo retreat in Hobart, Tasmania. And that was my first ever cross stitch retreat. I can't get the words out. And I had the best time, the best. It made my heart so happy to spend 4 days, I think it was in total, 4.5 days with Stitchy friends. It was a joy to attend. Everything about it was wonderful. Oh, except that a lot of us came away with COVID, including me, but that wasn't so fun. But you know, if ever you're gonna catch a plague, you want to do it with your besties. So it was all good. As far as I understand, everybody's recovered. It was not funny, but in a way it was funny, you know, that so many of us caught it. But anyway, we're all good. We all supported each other through it, and we're out the other side. Yeah, so that's good. Regardless of the plague, I think everybody had a wonderful time. A really, really wonderful time. Anyway, let's crack on. As I said, I've got tons to show you. I'm going to have to split this video up, I think. I'm going to do a certain amount today, and then hopefully next weekend or the weekend after, I'd like to share some of the Stitchy kindness that I've received over the last couple of months. And at the same time, I thought maybe I'll do a mid-year whip parade. Well, not really mid-year now, is it? We're hurtling towards the end of the year. But anyway, I'll do a whip parade. I haven't done one for a while. Okay, so first thing I'll show you today is a fully finished object, and it's only a little one, but it's this little guy. This was the Stitch in Solidarity for Ukraine that I started pretty much back when the stupid war in Ukraine started. So I did this one along with a lot of other cross stitches. There's a cat hair on it as per usual. So it's only little, but there is a ton of stitches in that because that's full coverage. So that's that one. And I made it into a little cushion thing, or a little pillow with some Lady Dot Creates Velveteen on the back. And I stuffed it with my wool roving. And that's it. I'm sort of thinking I might put a little hanger on it and hang it this way on point. I thought that might be cute, and it might even be nice on the Christmas tree, but I don't know, is that appropriate to do that? Anyway, I really love that. Really sweet, really happy with how that turned out. I stitched that on a 16 count Ada that I purchased in a little grab bag from Jay's X Stitch on Etsy. So that's the first FFO. And next, that's my only fully finished object. But I have been finishing a few things. One of the littlies that I've finished is this cute little one. This is from the Cats and Jacks. I didn't pull the chart for this one. The Cats and Jacks series from Pineberry Lane. And I just thought this was really sweet because it's a little kitty cat in a dress. Who doesn't love a cat in a dress? Oh, maybe not Kathy and maybe not Leona, but I think nearly everyone else. And that's cute. It's got French nuts, which I don't love doing. I was going to bead it, but the beads were too big. So I just did little French knots. And I'm just noticing I've got a shadow in front of me here, so hopefully that's not going to be too bothersome. So that's that little cutie. That's stitched on a 40 count salted caramel from number 12 Stitch Co. And that's the one that I've got my bluebell snickle on as well. I finished him a while ago from Pineberry, and not Pineberry Lane, not Forgotten Farm is this one, Santa Smoking a Pipe. I love him. Okay, the next one, this was a big finish. I was really happy to get this one finished. This is called All Creatures Great and Small by Barbara Anna. So that's it. I did change a few things around the words of the hymn. I changed it to reflect my views of the world, I suppose. Put my initials and the date in the middle. I stitched this one in DMC, all the alternate DMCs that were called for in the chart. Except a few of the little things that were supposed to be white, I did change to a different colour because you couldn't see it. This little fella I did in backstitch. I've done a few little things in backstitch just so that you can see it on this linen, which is a 40 count silvery moon from number 12 Stitch Co. Sorry, I'll try and keep it still. Can you see that in its entirety? And I also completely recharted this section here too. I made this a real domestic scene rather than a church scene. So I put the little house in and the little lady and the little broom, and that's that one. So that's all done. That was so much fun, riddled with mistakes, but you know, I'm really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with it. Love it. That's that one. And I had another big finish, another one that I'm really thrilled to have finished. And this is GGR's Red Deer. And this is it. Isn't it just glorious? The colours in this are just spectacular. So again, a couple of little mistakes, but you wouldn't know unless I pointed them out. This one is stitched on a 38 count Heron Grey from Legacy Linens. And I think I need to frame this one sooner rather than later because it is just so beautiful. So you can see it's got this little ghost date in here, 1861, I think it is. Yep. And that's that. Oh, now I've got a kitty cat meowing at the door. We'll see if he goes away or if he keeps meowing for me to let him in. Right, so they're my finished objects. Some really good finishes there. I was stoked to have those. So I hope you enjoyed seeing those. Okay, now I've also had a couple of new starts. Both of these I started after I got home from the Stitches retreat in Tassie. The first one I'll show you is one that I started with Kathy, my friend Kathy Purden. Kathy and I were roommates in Tassie, and we had a ball. We had just such a wonderful time together. Kathy was such a good tour guide. She took me around to all the little stitchy shops and patchwork shops in Hobart that she wanted to show me, and it was just so wonderful. I really enjoyed spending time with Kathy. So this was the one that we started together. Is that upside down? Yeah, it is. Sorry, guys. I've got a wild hair day today. What's new? So this is from Ellen Chester with Thy Needle. Oh, God, no. With my needle. that will not stick in my head with my needle. Apologies, Ellen. And this is Quaker Samplings 6. So this beautiful chart, there are a number of different options, so widths and heights and things, and this is where I'm up to. I'm stitching this on a piece of 37 count legacy linen. It was originally squash blossom, but it was too orange for me, so I just dunked it in a really strong mix of coffee and tea. And I don't know why there's a shadow. Anyway, you can see that. So 37 count, my own over dye of 37 count legacy linen. It's really beautiful to stitch on. And I'm using Silks for You PR034. And this was a hank of silk that my friend Deb gave to me. So there you go, Deb. I'm putting it to great use. Isn't it just the most beautiful colour? And this little thread holder was in our little goodie bag. I'm holding everything upside down. Our little goodie bag from Tassie, from Carolyn at A Stitch in Time. So that was a very sweet little inclusion. Now that, I'll just show you while I've got it out. This beautiful bag, look at this. Isn't this the most gorgeous bag? Oh, it's got blackbird fabric. So beautiful. This beautiful zipper pull. This was one of the many delights that I received in the so-called Smalls Exchange at the retreat. Now this beautiful bag was made by Andrea Caffrey, and her Instagram tag is Phil&69. So that's PHILAND 69, the digit 69. And Andrea makes these beautiful project bags, and she does sell them. So I encourage you to go and have a look on her Instagram page and go and have a drool, because they are just spectacular. Now, not only did Andrea give me this beauty for the exchange, there was also this beautiful little Notions pouch inside. There was some of her floss cards. This beautiful rabbit, Tudor rabbit. It's a wacky creature because it's got antlers as well. I don't know anything about the history of this image. So there was that. There was some floss bling. And I'll show you in a little while, because I don't think I've got it here with me. There was also a beautiful little pillow with a sampler piece of stitching on the front. So Andrea, I really got spoiled in that. And it was funny because I stitched a little birdie sort of needle book. Mine was teeny tiny. That was my exchange piece. And Andrea and I ended up getting each other's exchange piece. So that was a bit of fun as well. Anyway, so that new bag, that lovely bag from Andrea, is holding my new starts and their charts. So the next new start that I made while I had COVID was this beautiful Hands Across the Sea chart that I did by Carolyn's A Stitch in Time shop in Hobart when I was visiting in June. And this is Jane Fittis 1835. Yep, that's what it says. And I have just loved this forever. And then seeing the booklet in the flesh, I just couldn't resist. So I did buy it. So I just love it so much. It was just such a treat to go to a cross-stitch shop, a local needlework store, in the flesh. I don't do it very often because I don't live close to a needlework store. But it was, as the beautiful Laura says, I was so hepped up, and I couldn't sleep while I was visiting there. I was just so excited. It was just the best. It was the best. Don't mind that noise. Okay, so that's the chart, and this is my start. So that's where I've gotten to, a little bit of the border, started the house. Yeah, so I'm stitching this one on a piece of 40 count light nougat from XJU Designs on Etsy. So it's a beautiful piece of linen. It smells really good. I think I've probably said that before about XJU linen. It smells amazing. So that's it. And I'm stitching it in good old DMC because I love DMC. Beautiful colours. Blues and reds and greens. Sort of like a tealy green. It's got a kitty cat. There, Kathy and Leona, just for you. Kitty cat. Okay, let me just tidy that mess up. Okay. Now onto my whips. These are whips that I've had going for a little while. I've been chipping away. Some have made more progress than others. Sometimes I just pull a whip out and work on it for, I don't know, a couple of hours, and then I sort of get tired of that one and I pull another one out. So as a result, you'll see quite a few whips here. Now this beautiful bag was a birthday gift from Kathy, my friend Kathy in Tassie. Kathy Taz Purdon on Instagram. Check her out. She does beautiful work. And she gave me this beautiful bag that was also made by Andrea at Phil and 69. And this is using the beautiful Teresa Kogut fabrics. So aren't they gorgeous? And this fabric here is like a moth. I'm not going to show you the back because it's this same black fabric and it's absolutely covered in cat hair. Covered. It's disgusting. But Andrea won't mind because Andrea loves cats too. So that's that one. Beautiful zipper pull. Inside's just beautiful fabric. So beautifully made. So this one is holding my peacock, unicorn and a badger chart from the Scarlet Letter. I am just loving stitching on this one. I've probably done the most work on this one of all of my whips. I just love, love, love it. And here it is, it's a whopper. So that's where I'm up to. Making more progress on it. Can you see? Hopefully you can see that clearly enough. I've got to unpick the cat, but it's not too bad. You can see here how close I got to the cat. This was a different piece that I need to unpick. This was me being tight and reusing the linen. So that's it. The sun, all of these bits. And I'm really, really loving doing all of this fill-in. And a big reason why I'm loving doing the fill-in is because I watched a new to me Flosstuber that was recommended by Margaret Yoda Sisk, Mama Yoda on Instagram. And her name is Lee, Creative Lee. And Lee is a New Zealander. She's a Kiwi across the ditch. She did a little, like a tutorial recently, or a demonstration at least, I guess you'd call it, of her stitching style. Now she stitches in hand and she uses the sewing method, but she does it in a particular way that's so fast. I mean, I know the sewing method is fast, but oh my goodness, Lee is just the speediest stitcher ever. So I had a watch of Lee's video, and I was able to adapt what Lee does using my little spring tension hoop. Now I always use this little hoop. Well, almost exclusively I use this little hoop when I'm stitching. Because I can't, because my hand's a bit dicky, I can't stitch in hand, but I can now use a hoop and do the sewing method to do the fill-in stitches. So you just go really, really fast across and really, really fast back. So it's amazing. So I recommend if you're interested in trying the sewing method using a hoop, no, not a hoop. If you're interested in using the sewing method and doing it really quickly, go and have a look at Lee, at Creative Lee. So it's the word creative and Lee. And Lee is spelled Leigh. And she shows you how to do that. And I've just sort of gone that one step further and tried using a hoop. And it's working. And it's so much fun. It's really quick, far better than the stabby in and out, in and out, in and out. Because I don't stitch two-handed either. Anyway, that was long. So that's that one. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So there's a frog. So many cool creatures on here. And rude bits. There's a bum on here. Where's the bum? There's the bum. Bum. Of course, my video is inappropriate. Now, I haven't got a picture of this whip because it's all on Pattern Keeper on my Android tablet. I might be able to put a picture in here. And this is a cross-stitch collectibles piece, and it's artwork by Renoir, and it's Child with Cat. And this is where I'm up to. So I haven't done a ton more since I last showed this. The confetti stitches are pretty, so I've really got to be in the right mood to do this one. But you can see, well, hopefully I think you can see her hand is here, and this is her kitty cat in here. And then this will be the little blouse on the top of her little dress that she's wearing. And her sleeve comes up here. So that's that one. And this is I guess an informal stitch along that I'm doing with Jules Darling, who's in the Netherlands. Hi, Jules. And that is a lot of fun. When I get cracking on that one, that is a lot of fun. Next whip is Christmas at Hollyberry Farm by Stacey Nash. I love this one. And this is one I started, I think, last year. Did you start this one at the same time, Kathy? I can't recall if you did. Maybe she did, or maybe she had intentions but didn't get there. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So, Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. Oh, I didn't say. Child with Cat. I'm stitching on a 20 count Ada, easy grid Ada. So this is where I'm up to with Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to see the house. I have started stitching it in the white. I think I'm using grits. Let me see. Nope, I'm not using grits. I'm using the Gentle Art Oatmeal. Anyway, so but isn't that border amazing? Look how beautiful that border is. Oh, and the little red, the lady in red. I'm loving this one. And I think I really just pulled out my own colours from my stash. I'm using my very most favourite red in the whole entire world, and it's a Leo and Roxy Lucille. I just love this red. This is my favourite red. Beautiful. And I'm also using the Leo and Roxy Dark Sage. That is basically the leaves in the border, and the trees is Dark Sage. I just think they are so Christmassy and beautiful. And so, of course, most people know they're exclusively available from Caroline at Evertote in Canada, and they're hand dyed by Kerry at Leo and Roxy. And then the other colours are just various, what do you call them? Fancy flosses from different dye companies. So you can't see that. So they're a bit ratty because I'm using them, but beautiful. And that fabric is a 40 count Spice from number 12 Stitch Co. And you can see Nicola's linens on Etsy, number 12 Stitch Co. And Nicola's got so many beautiful linens. She's always coming out with new releases of fabric colours, linen colours. She does do Ada, and she's also got some beautiful charts and some threads on her site now too. And I do have a little basket of number 12 Stitch Co haul to show you a little bit later on too, so you can see some of her newer colours. Well, they're new to me anyway, so you might all have seen them already, but I'll show you again because they're just divine. Okay, next one. This is an oldie but a goodie. Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird. I'm using, I'll show you the chart. I've got it here. This beauty, I love this. Everybody loves this one. Almost, sorry, that is a massive generalisation. So many people love this one. It's a Blackbird. I love it. Love, love, love it. And this is where I'm up to. I'm stitching this one on a 40 count R&R Winter Brew. And it is just beautiful. It's really great doing Flosstube videos. Whenever I pull out all of my whips, I just want to get cracking on all of them, which, you know, there's just not enough hours in the day. I'm using all of the called for threads. Beautiful colours, beautiful Blackbird colours. They look a bit ratty because I put my little half-dead orts back on the cards, so they do look a little ratty, but you get the gist. That's those. Beautiful. Okay, now the next one, Brenda, I need marching orders. The next one is Not Forgotten Farm Nantucket Broom Ride. Now I'm so close to a finish here, it's not funny. I took this one with me on the plane to Tassie, or the numerous planes I had to catch to get there. And yes, like everybody, there were delays. Thankfully my luggage wasn't lost. I got my luggage on time, which is interesting really. I didn't care if it did get lost because I had all my Stitchy stuff in my carry-on, so clothes, pff, oh well. I just wear the same thing every day for 5 days, but anyway. Nantucket Broom Ride by Not Forgotten Farm. This is a horrible picture, but you get the idea, and this is where I'm up to. Now I think what's stopping me from finishing this little one is that you cannot see the waves in here. So I think it's not my favourite thing to do, but I think I might do a little bit of back stitch, maybe in the colour of the whale around the waves so you can see the swirling waves. So that is just so cute. I think that is the cutest, most fun little chart. So, and similarly, you can't really see the moon in here. I should have done it on darker fabric, but you know, you live and learn. I think I've got the stars to do in here, and the little tips of the waves, and then it's finished. And I'm stitching that one on a 40 count Rain Cloud. Rain Cloud? I think it's Rain Cloud from number 12 Stitch Co. And that's a beautiful, I probably should have done it over on this section because it's a bit darker, but never mind, never mind. So I think that would probably be only about, I don't know, 2 hours of work to finish it. Anyway, okay, the next one is the iStitch Designs 2022 Denim Band Sampler. I don't have a picture because there isn't one. But if you do, I tell you where you can see most of it is on Leona's Leona Sweeney's Instagram page, and her handle is Sampler Threads. So Leona has almost finished. Maybe she has finished by now because all of the segments have been released. I have not finished. I am nowhere near finished. I'm about halfway, if that. So this is it. I'll just roll it up. And this is being stitched on a piece of 27 count banding. And I just love this. This has been such a lot of fun. I'm doing this one with Kathy as well. So just beautiful. I love each of the little bands, the alphabets, and I can't wait to put it on the little spool. The little spool's just in here somewhere, I think, on this little shelf over here. So chipping away, chipping away. So that's that one. The next one is Christmas Eve by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is a really sweet Santa. And there is a heck of a lot of stitching in this one. What's the stitch count? I don't think it's huge. It's 100 by 130, but it's very stitch heavy, as you can really see. It's almost full coverage. So I just love that one. I think I initially saw that on Carolyn from A Stitch in Time, her Flosstube, which is called Tassie Stitches. I think that's what it's called. Now the cat's meowing again. Carolyn loves cats too. And this is where I'm up to. And I'm not very far. But that's a lot of stitches. That is a lot of stitching in that. Let me put this behind it. I'm stitching this one on a scrap piece of Wren from Picture This Plus. And I can't work out whether I bought it as a 36 or a 40 count. I think I might have purchased it as a 36, but because of the dye process, it's actually closer to a 40. But I do love it. So that's that one. And I have heard talk on Flosstube of Santa September rather than Sampler September. So I think I might join in on the Santa September, because I do samplers lots any time of the year. So I think I might do Santa September. So get some progress on that one and a couple of the other Santa things that I've got on the go, including some Prairie Schooler Santas. I've got one almost finished as well. So yeah, that's what I think I might do. I don't know who came up with Santa September. If anybody knows, can you please let me know so I can give them some credit and maybe join in on the hashtag on Instagram. That would be great, thank you. Okay, the next one is, oh, hang on a tick, I'm just gonna let the cat in. Here's the kitty. This is Frosty. Oh, no. Oh, and Ted's here too. Oh no. Ted's gonna jump up and scratch out an eyeball. Okay, next one I haven't got a chart or picture for, a hard copy picture, because it's all on, I bought this as a PDF download. Now, hello Frost. I can't even think of whose chart this is. Samplers Forever. That's a funny noise my mouth just made. Excuse me. Samplers Forever on Etsy. And this is Caroline Pink. And so this is the chart that I'm stitching for Kathy's birthday. Her Snooty Parrots stitch along. Except mine is not the Snooty Parrots chart by Barbara Anna. I chose to do this one because it does have parrots on it. So that's this one. Look at that cool Adam and Eve. That's very Saturday Night Fever. No. Just needs the glitter ball. So that's that one. So that's a nice size. I don't know what I was thinking. I cut the margin too short, but doesn't matter. I'll have enough to frame it. Excuse me again. The husband's home and he's noisy. Right, next one is Coffee Quaker that my darling friend Betsy gave to me for Christmas last year. This one. Uh-oh, Frosty's on the table. Coffee Quaker by Heartstring Samplery. And I'm making pretty good progress on this one. This one. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. So I'm going pretty well, but I'm a little bit stuck because I need picnic basket, some more picnic basket from Gast, and I just can't get it anywhere. So I don't want to, I've got a little bit left, but I don't want to sort of get halfway and run out and then get a different dye lot in case it's really different. So I'm just waiting to get some more picnic basket. But aren't those motifs beautiful? Just beautiful. Love it. Love it. And this one is being stitched on a piece of 36 count salted caramel from number 12 Stitch Co. And yes, I did drop chocolate on it. Oops. Never mind. It'll be okay. It's not in the center. It'll be cut off anyway, thankfully. Okay. Whew. We're 36 minutes in and I'm up to my last whip now. Hello, Frost. Okay, the last whip that I have worked on is Little Birds by, you're gonna sit there, are you? Great. Little Birds by Blackbird Designs, and this was started for Betsy's 60th birthday last year. The hashtag Betsy is old sell, and like every Blackbird, I love it. Now, can you hop off that please, Frost? Oh, thank you. This is where I'm up to. So it's got a very big border and it's got an inner border, and this line goes from inner border to inner border, and that's done. So it is a whopping big piece. It's going to be huge, but it is just, oh. It is so beautiful. Look at that house. And that border. It's a lot of fiddling in that border, but boy, it's beautiful. Beautiful. And that, I think I'm stitching on a piece of 40 count salted caramel from number 12 Stitch Co. Hey, Frost. Can you hear him licking? He's having a wash because he's dirty. Okay, so they are all the whips that I've put a few stitches in. As I said, some more than others. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you was some of the haul that I purchased when I was in Tassie. As I said, I had a wonderful time. Kathy, on the retreat was on the Saturday and the Sunday, and on the Friday I arrived in Tassie on the Thursday evening, quite late, thank you Qantas. But then Friday, Kathy took me on a tour of all the beautiful crafty shops that she loves and she knew I'd love, and we had the best day. So one of the shops, of course, was Carolyn's A Stitch in Time. We went, well, of course, it was Carolyn's retreat, so we did go to her shop a number of times, and I bought things every single time I visited, of course, because I don't see cross-stitch stuff in the flesh very often, so I did get a nice little pile from her. We also went to a beautiful, beautiful store called Thread in Hobart City. It's not a very big shop, but it is just full of everything that is just my cup of tea. It was just so beautiful. So I have got a little basket of goodies that I bought from Thread. And then lastly, Kathy took me to a shop called Quarter Inch, which, as the name implies, is primarily a patchwork shop, but also the lady who owns that store, whose name is Helen Stubbings, she does some embroidery as well. Not necessarily cross stitch, but embroidery and English paper piecing and some other things. So it was also a delight to go there. So what I will show you first is my little stash that I bought from Carolyn. So I know not a lot of people like haul videos, so I understand if you'd like to hop off here and toddle off and go and do something else. But if you'd like to stay and have a look, hopefully I've got some yummy things to share. The first thing that I did get from Carolyn's was this beautiful Prairie Schooler chart, Oh Christmas Tree, and it's just got some really sweet little Christmas ornaments. Just all different little fellas. And this is a cardstock chart too, so even better. Oops, sorry, it's got a chart on there. I just think these are all so sweet. So that was that one. I got this beautiful Satsuma Street kitty cross stitch Christmas kit thing. What's it called? Mitten kitten. So just a little Christmas tree decoration. That one's stitched on perforated paper, and it is the kit. It does come with the perforated paper and all of the thread, and I assume a needle and all the usual things, and a few little beads and goodies. I bought some self-covered a little button kit, so I thought I'd Lori Holt those up and do a little bit of stitching and put them on a button. I found some new needles. My favourite needles are Bowen, number 28, Bowen tapestry needles, but Carolyn did have these, Mary Arden, and I think they're an English needle, and they're really, really nice. So if you're up to try a new needle, Mary Arden, really nice. So they're really good. They're at size 28 as well, and they come in a 5-pack. So I did get those. I got this funny little Santa. As you know, I'm in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia, and Christmas is summertime here. And so I thought that was very appropriate. A little Santa in his thongs, his flip-flops, and his little colourful shirt. Has he got a drink in his hand? No, it's a present. It's called Santa Cruz, this one. So I thought he was cute. And it's a full kit. Got the little magnet, got the needle, got the threads. These are really good value, these little things. Just a bit of fun. I did get some linen, which I'll show you in a tick. Now, I didn't buy this chart. Carolyn does have this chart, but I didn't buy this chart from her, but I did take it to get the fancy flosses that I needed. So I did kit that one up while I was there. That one is Kind and Gentle Wooladay. Kind and Gentle Woodland Holiday Sampler from Artful Offerings. Isn't that so cute? I know Yoanita is stitching this one. I just think that's so beautiful. So Carolyn has got that chart. And I bought this because I just fell in love with this when I saw it. This is called Love Letter to the Cross Stitch Nation. And I just love this one, diversity and inclusion. Everybody's welcome in this community. We want everybody to feel welcome. So I just love that. And it has got, I did get the étoile. I haven't got any of this étoile and I've never used it before. So I bought the 2 called for étoiles from Carolyn as well. So they're sparkly. I think you can see a little bit of the sparkle in the grey. So I think in this little chart, there's some rings on some of the fingers and I think that's the étoile. And then all of the rest are, it's mainly, it's got a few different things. It's Classic Colourworks and Weeks. It's actually got a lot of threads in this little chart, but I thought I might be able to go through my stash and substitute. I think I've got most of them, but I can add others. So I just love that one from Heartstring Samplery. I did buy this gorgeous one. I've always loved it and Carolyn had it, so I bought it. It says it's stitched on a 28 count mushroom Lagana 1/1. I don't think I'll do it on a 28 count. I'll probably just do it on a 40. So it will be a little bit bigger, but I think still sweet. So love that one. Brickhouse Sampler by Brenda Gervais. And I did buy some finishing supplies. So I did buy some more Lady Dot Velveteen in the colour Chili. And I think that might have been the colour that I used for my little Ukraine pillow. I didn't use this piece. I had another piece of velveteen from a different project, but I think it might have been Chili. I got some Vanilla Chenille, which is just a, you know, really beautiful neutral. And I bought this one because of the name, purely because of the name, Bird's Nest. Bird Nest. And that's a really beautiful, like a teddy bear brown. I thought that was really sweet and quite useful, I think, for various things. And I also bought some mini chenille, and that's in the colour Sizzle. So Carolyn's got a really great range of finishing trims from Lady Dot. So that was that. I did buy some really cute little, I'll see if I can get them out. These are like a little ceramic button or a little ceramic charm, and they're a strawberry. Aren't they cute? So I thought they'd be really cute on a little zipper pull or earrings. But I just thought they were really cute. There were some that were quite red, some that were more pink. So I just got a few of those. Thought they were really sweet. And just some useful things. These great big split rings. These are great quality ones that Carolyn has. I've got some of these in my, holding some of my fancy threads. So I got those, a couple extra. Oh, and this was another little gifty that we received in our goodie bags for the retreat. So it says a stitch in time on it. So it's a cute little keychain we can use as a zipper pull. Now I did get some linen from Carolyn. Sorry about the crinkling. I'll pull this one out. I did get just some small cuts, just so I've got the colour to refer to if I want to buy more in the future. So this is a beautiful piece of legacy linen in the colour Filbert. So it's a 38 count. Isn't that pretty? It's like a real mushroomy brown. So that's I like a pinky brown, this one. So that's that one. I'll pop him back in there because the label's on the bag. I don't want to get him confused. And I was really excited to see Carolyn had some R&R linen. So I got this little piece of Patriot's Brew from R&R. It's a 36 count. So I think that's a fat quarter, or maybe an eighth. That might be an eighth. So, but that will be, you know, a nice size to do a good size project on. That beautiful one. And I also bought this piece of Barb's Blend. This is another R&R, and that's in a 40 count. And that's a beautiful grey. Beautiful. So I was happy to get those. But she also had some weeks, some of the Zweigart based weeks. And this is the colour Cocoa in 36 count. So I'll be pleased to use that too. It's a beautiful colour. And I also got just she's got some offcuts in a little basket. So I just grabbed some 28 count antique white just to do some ornaments and bits and pieces on. So that was just a little offcut. And then she's also got in her store some hand-dyed fabrics from Melissa Jansen, or Fancy Fabric. And so this was just a little piece that I found that I thought would be quite cute for a winter themed piece or Christmas or something. It's only a weenie, but this colour is called Arctic Fox. So I thought that was quite cute. I don't have anything like that in my stash, so I thought that was quite nice. And then I did end up buying some scissors because I can't resist scissors. And I just absolutely am in love with these little scissors. They're called Giulietta scissors from Italy. So they're quite a special pair. These are my most special scissors that I have. I've got quite a few scissors. You can see up here I've got quite a few pairs of scissors. Oh, this, I can't get the little sheet out. This is them here. So these very, very fine, dainty little scissors with a beautiful sharp point. And they are just so beautiful. I don't know if you can see on the cupboard. So they're only tiny, they're only little, but I'm really happy with these. These are really beautiful little scissors. They've just got a really nice snip. I feel like Nicola from Hats doing the scissor snip. So anyway, so beautiful. Beautiful. So that was all of the stuff that I got from A Stitch in Time. Most of the stuff. Some I have put some of the other stuff away, so I did buy quite a few things from Carolyn. Now, the other thing that I would like to show you, what will I do first? I might show you the retreat goodies that I'm not speaking very clearly today. When we were at the retreat had a guest designer, and that was Joanna from Mojo Stitches. So Jo makes designs some beautiful charts. I've got quite a few of her charts already, but she did design one specifically for the retreat, and some of you may have seen it already, but it's called Tasmania After the Fires. And this is it. So Tasmania experienced some very devastating bushfires. I think it was 2019. And so a lot of the very old forests in Tasmania were heavily affected by bushfires. And of course, that means that the plants and animals that occupy those forests are also heavily damaged. So this inspired Jo's piece. And so on here, you can see lots of different critters that are endemic to Tasmania. So that's the only place on the planet that they occur. And these little ones here, of course, are the Tasmanian devils. And this is a bush hen, Tasmanian bush hen, I think it is, or a turbo chook, they call them in Tassie. And some little 40 spotted pardalote, which is a little bird. Down here we can see some beautiful butterflies, and these plants are banksias, grass trees, these ones here, and a eucalypt, and lots of different elements taken from the Aussie bush, Tasmanian bush. So I just absolutely love this chart. I think it is absolutely beautiful. And so the chart came with a piece of hand-dyed linen from Fancy Fabrics, the same dye as the blue and white that I bought. So it was this, and this is called Long-Tailed Mouse. there a long-tailed mouse in here? Yeah, there's some long-tailed mice in this chart as well. So they're very sweet. They're little marsupial mice. So they're not rodents. So they're not like a house mouse or a rat or anything. They're a marsupial mouse. So they're more closely related to Tassie devils than they are to rodents. So they're very different. They've got different teeth. Anyway, nerd alert. And so we also got the beautiful cottage garden threads to go along with the chart. So just beautiful colours. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that was a real treat. I haven't started that yet. I'm saving that one. I don't know what for, but just love it. Love it. And then at the retreat, Carolyn had a raffle. It was a fabulous raffle, raising money for the Hobart City Mission, which supplies food and housing for the homeless and those in need. So of course I bought some raffle tickets and I was pleased that I won the raffle. And so the raffle prize was also supplied by Joe from Mojo Stitches, and it included this pack for the falling leaves. What does she call it? Falling leaves, an autumn up north Quaker. So this is one of Joe's unique Quaker designs using beautiful elements from nature. And it also included the thread pack. So I was very lucky to receive that. I was very over the moon. And I also received this beautiful chart, which is an upcoming release, I believe, for Joe at Needlework Market. And that's a Tasmanian tiger. This little critter here that sadly is now extinct, or what should I say, assumed to be extinct. There are still many in Tasmania and around the world that think, but there might be pockets where these persist, but they're very shy, they're very cryptic. They haven't been found yet. So for the moment, they're assumed to be extinct. Can you see through the glare? There we go. And lastly, in my raffle prize was this beautiful finishing pack as well. So it's got these beautiful Liberty of London pieces of fabric in here, the Tanner Lawn, and it's got an absolutely beautiful embroidery thread from Cottage Garden Threads. What colour is that? That's called elderberry. And some of the beautiful silk sari ribbon, sari silk ribbon. Anyway, just beautiful. So I was so thrilled to win that. That was a real treat. Okay, now in the bottom of my basket here, I think we might leave it here today because we're approaching an hour. We did also get a corner gauge in our goodie bag from the retreat. So there we go, in front of me. It's just a little plastic corner gauge. Plastic, you know, the Perspex, is it? I don't know what it's made from, but that's really cute. I really like that. And last but not least, this was the piece that I got in my beautiful bundle in the smalls exchange, or the large exchange from Andrea. And it was this beautiful piece. And as you can see, it says a stitch in time 2020. So that's a really special treat. So thank you, Andrea. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there because it's just, as I said, I've got lots and lots to share. I've still got more haul, and I also would like to share some Stitchy kindness that I've received, but I'll leave that till my next video, which will be soon. I have been spoiled by my sweet friends. So anyway, I'm very excited. In about 5 weeks' time, I'll be attending the Daisy Chain Stitches retreat that I'm helping Teresa from Daisy Chain Stitchery to organise. We're both very, very excited to attend and to share everything that we've planned and arranged for the retreat. It will be really, really fun. There are a couple of vacancies if anybody is eager to attend a cross stitch retreat. The dates are the 16th to the 18th of September in the Hunter Valley in New South Wales. So if you're interested in coming, you can either just drop me a line via the YouTube comments, or you can send me an email. The best email address to use is probably daisychainretreats@gmail.com. I will put the contact details in the bottom in the drop down box. So if you're interested in attending, yeah, as I said, we've got a couple of vacancies. A couple of ladies have had to withdraw at the last minute because of, you know, various life happenings, which happens. So we'd love to see you there. All right, my husband is looking at the window, smiling at me, looking at me, staring and talking at my phone. So with that, I'll leave it there. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.